So I am totally off my route, but I'm on this line of incredibly steep single track that seems like it'll go in the direction I need to go, so it's going down. My peeps, today I'm riding from the Nisene forest just outside of Santa Cruz, and I'm gonna climb up pretty high and do a route that's often shuttled. Many riders take a shuttle up to the top and descend back down on some unsanctioned trails through the forest here. I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna take the fire road up to the top. That'll put me up near really where all the demo trails start, maybe descend on some of those, and then head back. And I'll be taking those unsanctioned trails down. So it's gonna be a real long ride today. I'm pumped for it. This whole area is freaking beautiful. You can see all the redwood trees around me. And in true Corey fashion right here, there's just one bottle of water because I like to push my limits and do desert runner kind of things like that. But really the air is pretty cool out here, so it won't be a hard one. One bottle of water, let's send it. This is the Aptos Creek Fire Road. Which is just absolutely beautiful, surrounded by these magnificent redwoods. And I'll be going up this for probably 10 miles or so. It feels totally unreal here. Kind of feels like British Columbia in a way to me. Made it up the climb. So now I am at the top of the Sokol demonstration forest, and I don't even know how to say that. Sokol. I'm not really sure. But anyways, made it from that climb up through Nisene. It wasn't very steep at all. Really hard pack, really nice fire road, kind of like what you guys will see on the video when I edit it. So it was a really good climb, actually. I enjoyed the climb. My trance jams were pumping. You guys know I like my trance jams, and they were pumping in my ears. So made it up the climb pretty quickly. It was probably like 2,500 feet, and well, I don't know how long it took me, and at the moment, I'm not gonna pull out my Strava. I'm just gonna hop on the trail in front of me, which will be Ridge Trail, take that down to the flow trail, and then descend on flow trail into the trailhead for, well, the demo forest area. And then I'll have to climb back out, climb up to where I am, and then I'll start descending on the unsanctioned trails there in Nisene. So let's get into it. My bike feels great. I feel great. My legs feel great. I guess it is except for my toes. My toes are pretty numb. Because although it's nearly May here, and it's been getting close to the 70s for the last few days, today is pretty cold. This is the famous Santa Cruz Flow Trail. And I was down it a couple days ago, but this will only be my second time down it. So far, it's better than I remember it. Woo. This is just like the most fun you can have on a bike, damn near anywhere. Oh, gotta be careful. I think I nearly just hit my head on that log. Got some good tunes in my ears. Trance, of course. So for those of you guys that don't know me, I like my trance music. And my ride quality significantly depends on the type of music or artist or playlist or whatever. Depends on the music that's pumping into my ears. So, but I've got great music right now, and my legs feel great, and everything feels great, and this is just a great fucking ride. I'm really happy that I climbed up here too. I don't like short rides, I prefer longer rides, bigger climbs. I don't know, I feel like they make this stuff be more appreciated, or it kind of puts you in a better zone when you've been climbing for an hour or two. I don't know how long I was climbing to get up here. Probably climbing for at least an hour. It's 10 miles up. Yeah, I don't think I was going faster than 6 minutes a mile, but probably wasn't going more than probably wasn't taking me longer than an hour and 10 minutes to get up here. So somewhere between an hour and 10 minutes. I did stop and talk to a couple of people on the way, or made one stop to talk to 2 people that were cool. Yeah, otherwise, got a nice warm-up is what I'm saying up here. I don't know if it's a segment 2 or 3. It's really hard to follow the segments. I get why they do it, why people like it, because it's easier to reference spots on the trail. There's nothing wrong with it. I just typically, I say that as if I've ridden this trail a million times. This is only my 2nd time, but I just have no clue which segment I'm on. I'll get to a sign, it'll say segment 5. I'm like, wow, where did segments 2, 3, and 4 go? Ah, this berm. One of those beautiful berms. Another beautiful berm. Another beautiful berm. Ooh, kind of got a little wild in case that one. Was not expecting it. Still don't know this trail well enough to really jump anything. There we go. How's it going? Heads up when you get a second. Thank you guys. Go for it. Have a good ride. Ooh. Pedal scrape. So I'm trying to curl my toes to warm them up and bring them back to life. Reminds me of a time in Colorado this past summer, summer 2020. I was in Breckenridge, and they had like this wild summer snowstorm there. I mean, just like, it was around Labor Day. Yeah, Labor Day. And the snow was literally coming down. It was like 10 inches in one day, in a couple hours. And I went out for a ride. And in the snow, I felt my toes getting numb and cold. And I'm like, whatever, I'll just keep riding back to the car. And I get back to the car, take my shoe off, and I've got like ice on my toes, and I'm like, fuck, I've got frostbite, I'm losing my toes. Fortunately, I put them under the heater in the car for 20 minutes, and they came back to life. I was good. Segment 4 of the flow trail, here we go. I don't know what to say because I'm just enjoying the ride. A very good ride, I might add, if you had no idea from watching me. That was 4. Oh, we're on 6. I guess we passed 5. Woo. Just keeps getting more fun and more fun. Don't want it to end. I guess that's kind of the crappy part about seeing the numbers of the segments go up, is you're like, it's going to end, it's going to end. You just don't want this trail to end. Oh, I wish I could have gotten a picture of that. Probably doesn't look very good on GoPro, but it's a couple of feet of air there. Nice tree. Look good. That's one of the crappy things about riding by yourself all the time. Well, I guess I say it as by myself, but even when I'm with people, I don't like stopping. When you're by yourself, you definitely don't get any pics. But even when I'm with people, I still don't like stopping to get pics. I'm a go, go, go kind of guy when it comes to riding. But that is why I do these videos. All right. I think we're at the end of the flow trail. Whoop. Sulphur Springs Road. This is the elevator, so to say, metaphorically. The elevator through the demo forest that'll take you up, well, to the high point where you catch flow trail and braille and saw pit. But in my case, I'll be taking it up to the ridge and then going down the secret trails on the other side. Still got about 1,000 feet of climbing to do to get up this. Woo! Made it up the ridge after that burner of a climb. You know, right at about 24 miles, I'd guess, and probably a little over 4,000 foot of climbing on this ride so far. Back up to the ridge where we can start descending into Nisene marks on the secret trails that have really been pumped to hit. I did learn a lesson on the way up here though, or when I got up here and I went to switch out my GoPro batteries. That is, don't put the GoPro batteries in your jersey pocket with all of your half-eaten food. All right, so I had like a jersey pocket that had half a Quest bar in it and then half of a waffle in it. And I put it in there and mixed with all my sweat, there's like all this sludge on these GoPro batteries. So I'm up here in the forest trying to scrape all the sludge off my GoPro batteries so I can get something working, picking up like, I don't know, whatever's on the ground, pine needles and little twigs and stuff to scrape the sludge off and kind of get in between the connectors on my GoPro battery. So yeah, going forward, I'm not going to do that again and leave my GoPro batteries in my pouch with my unopened food. Yeah, from here though, it's maybe 10 miles of descending back down through the Nisene forest. This is really what I've been looking forward to doing, and really pumped to get on these trails here and check out and see what's out here. I've heard that the trails are good, but I've heard they're a little bit more rugged than many of the other trails that are, you know, frequently ridden in the SoCal forest. Obviously, these are unsanctioned, illegal trails, so not ridden as much. So I don't know what I'm getting into, but I think I'm getting into a good time. So, well, let's jump into it. Here we go. Just from where you start to where you would kind of head off towards the flow trail on ridge. Definitely ridden, but rugged. A little uphill right now. Hopefully that changes, because I'm kind of over climbing at the moment. It will change. Whew, tight. Kind of gotta duck some of these trees. All right, we're getting into it. Getting into the good stuff. Whew. This section came up quick. Ducking some trees, loose and slippery. And steep. All right, down that. There's actually some pretty hard stuff to ride there. Looks like there's a view out over here. Let's see if we can't get a view. Whew. It's all misty and foggy. I'm kind of hunched over so the camera can see it. It looks pretty, but it is also kind of cold. It wasn't as cold on the demo forest side of the mountain. Now I'm going the wrong way. Going this way. Come back the way I came. Yeah, this side towards the coast and the Nisene forests seems to be cooler. Whew. All right, here's some room to pump it up. As we start descending quicker. Whew, that was close. A lot of areas we're just kind of dodging the trees, which is cool. Kind of makes it feel like you're on a craft that's a little bit more powerful than a bicycle, some kind of video game thing. You're like in and out of the trees. What do we got? Should have just rode off that. Yeah, that little thing back there would have been just better to kind of send it off of as opposed to slowing down and looking. Jams are back in my ear. Seems like we got a good ways down to go. Ooh, slippery. Yeah, the ground up here is really wet at the moment. Another climb. This one is steep. I'm in way too high of a gear, but I'm gonna get up it. There we go. Holy moose. Huh, I saw like 5 gears lower than I could have went, but I was not really in a position to downshift. Not under that much pressure. Whew. Felt my front wheel slide when I hit that kind of like little jump log there. It was a sketchy feeling. Tight. Super tight. Like if you tried to make a tight trail, that would be it. You're gonna have a little G out. I guess we're going this way. somewhat of a climb in my future. So I'm gonna do a low gear. The rough ones are when I don't see them coming. Like the one before this. All right, I think we're descending a little bit more now. I have to say, I was kind of caught off guard by the climbs on this route. I was kind of planning on a straight shot descent, but there's a lot of small climbs. And they're big small climbs. They're not small climbs. They're pretty big by the measure of small climbs on here. But it's all good. I got climbing legs. I want to get my fitness level up. So I'm going to embrace the suck. The suck of the climbs, that is. Otherwise, this trail is pretty fun. Really fun if you like backcountry, rugged type of trails, which I do. Ooh, lower my seat there. Yeah, right at the last minute as I was coming onto that choppy section, I was able to hit my thumb button and drop my seat a little bit. And we got some uphill coming. Fun little section of S-turns. Do we have more stuff like that or not up here? Whew. Moving through there. She out. On the right is like a marsh or a swamp or something. I don't think you guys can see, but that's, yeah, there's like a swamp up here. That's weird. Totally weird. Totally weird geological feature. right, here we go again, descending after another climb. A lot of climbing on this route. Even though the overall trajectory is down, there's a lot of climbing mixed into this trail. Ooh, trail fork, let me just figure out where I am. Steep little section. Gives us some nice speed though. Ooh. I've got something in my wheel, one of those things. Kind of a crappy place for that to happen. I was enjoying this gravity here. I came up here thinking there'd be a steeper run down, but there's not, so turn it around. Tight logs, low trees. Whew. Ground is real choppy there. And we're at some kind of junction. There's the fire road that I came up. Rolling through the second part of the secret trail. There's a lot of trail around here, so it's kind of like, which line am I supposed to take? But I believe we're all going pretty close to the same place. A really nice little section of single track. So I am totally off my route, but I'm on this line of incredibly steep single track that seems like it'll go in the direction I need to go. So it's going down. It's going down steep and fast. We'll see where this thing ends up spitting me out at. And here we go. This looks about right on the fire road. Boom! Finished that ride with Signature Corey here doing desert runner things. Less than 1 bottle of water. Still got water in there to spare, so that was good. And well, now that that ride is done and behind me, I'm gonna go hit up a Chick-fil-A, but there is no Chick-fil-A here in Santa Cruz, so I'm gonna hit up someplace that has like a nice chocolate milkshake or something, because I earned my carbs on that one.